Hello there, community. Let's talk. I hate this shit. I hate all of this shit. I don't like talking about things that are terrible because it's not my job. My fucking job is to distract you from your horrible lives because my life has been fucking horrible, as all lives are horrible. The world's a shit place with shit people that do shit things. And it's worse now in 2020 than ever. And guess what? My job is to make it so that you don't have to think about that stuff. If I can make you smile in your horrible day, then I feel good. I don't tweet about politics. I don't talk about social issues because other people do that shit. They do it all the time. There's no lacking of that. People dedicate their entire lives to talking about that. But making people laugh and smile and forget about the horrible shit that happens in this world, there needs to be more people that do that. So that is where I've always conducted myself. I hate talking to people, reminding people about the horrible shit that happens in this world. It fucking sucks. You get enough of it. Every time you go on social media, you're drowned in it. Anytime you turn on the news, you're drowned in it. You look outside right now with everybody wearing masks, you're drowned in the horribleness of life. So I hate it. But here I am. Because I don't know what else to do at this moment. I'm not good at tweet longers. I can't spell. I'm not good at words or writing down thoughts or having big drawn out paragraphs about how I feel. But what I can do is talk. So I'm talking. So enjoy. It's been a fucked up week. It's been a fucked up night. It's a horrible night last night. I didn't sleep at all. Because Dota is my family. I mean, I have a family. And, but you guys changed my life. I mean, my life is Dota. It was absolutely horrible before Dota. And I never knew what I wanted to do or who I wanted to be before I got into this game and into this community and in with these people. And these people are my family. Video games to me it's so precious because of how hard life can be for people, right? Because you need a place to escape. You need a place to go to get away from the horrors of your life. And that's okay. And especially because a lot of the people that we attract as gamers in our gaming sphere are people that struggle with interpersonal relationships. People that play games come from, a lot of them don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how to treat people. They're social outcasts, and they play games because just psychologically, it's an easy place for people to have a very organized, let's talk here. Let's organize, let's have practice on how to communicate with people and how to treat people in a very, organized place. You don't have to go to a party and drink beers and sit there not knowing what to talk about, who to talk to. You're in a situation where people have to talk to you, you get to talk to them, and it's fucking practice for real life. That's how a lot of people treat it. So of course, it's going to make sense that we're going to have a lot of people in a video game community that don't know how to properly treat or talk to people, especially people of the opposite sex. That's not a fucking excuse, everybody. That's not oh, well, shit happens. No. It's not hard to treat people, right? It's not hard to not sexually harass people. I do it every fucking day, actually. It's actually super easy to not sexually harass people or treat people like shit or be racist. It's super easy, in fact. Don't do it. That's it. Boom shakalaka. You fucking unlock the secret. Don't treat people nice how you would want to be treated. Unless you're some kind of freak. Don't treat people like you'd want to be treated if you're some kind of psychopath. But, I've known that it's been really hard for women. A lot. In esports. Of course it is. How could it not be hard for women? I mean, just life is hard for fucking women. Not to mention being in a space where they're even more of a minority, even more of a 1% of people that are playing the fucking game and living that life, and especially in the talent scene. It's so hard. I mean, I've dealt with shit before. And I feel fucking disgusted to even, like, talk about it. The shit that I've dealt with is nothing like what women in the scene must have dealt with. And I've always known that. You know? You go to an event, and guys grab your ass, girls fucking rub up on you, you go to a photo session, and a girl, like, kisses you on the cheek, and you don't want that shit, and you're like, whoa, what the hell? And that's like, yeah, sure. I mean, one of the first people that I knew in the scene was, I trusted them. I worked with them. I was leading up with them. And then the first time that we met, she got super handsy, super like, yeah, hey, where's your girlfriend? Is your girlfriend at home? Did your girlfriend? No, I don't want any of that shit. So I've experienced stuff, but it makes me fucking, I'm not even close to what people have been through. I would only imagine. But I don't have to fucking imagine anymore, because it's worse than I ever could have thought. You know, we always think that people have it bad, but we don't know how fucking bad they have it. And it's how is that possible? That people could be treated like that, you know? From people that, it's not good. It's not good. Because the worst part about it is that it's supposed to be a place where people that have it rough can already go to get away from shit. So, yeah. Fuck me. People deserve to have a place to get away from their shitty lives. And, fuck. And it's up to us to make that place where we want it to be. And Dota's always been a fucking toxic shithole because it's inherently the nature of the game. In a way, people get upset in Dota more often than not because it's a mental, it's a time thing, right? You have to dedicate an hour of your time, and it's a time investment. Of course, people are going to get upset with a time investment, and of course, that's going to make toxicity. And every video game has, like, racist, sexist, these fucking degenerates of the world because they have nowhere else to go. That's the inherent nature of video games, is that they're not good socially because they're wrong and how they treat people. So of course they go to video games because they have nowhere else to go. But that's not okay. I mean, it's so easy to just say to people, don't do that. If you're in a game and you hear someone being racist, fucking make fun of them. They're stupid assholes. My favorite line is, oh, I'm sorry, how are things in 1940s? Are you doing good over there? How's the Great War going, you fucking idiot? I mean, because that's... And that's, I don't know, I guess that's why I'm making this video, because it's like, it's easy to do in a game, but it's not easy to do when it's people you know, when it's people in the scene, when it's like people that you would have taken a fucking bullet for 48 hours ago. That shit's not cool. Especially, I mean, there's so many, fuck, dude. Can you fucking imagine trying to... Fuck. Look, I know that there's two sides to every story, right? There is. And I know that this shit's really hard to deal with because it's not factual. And we're nerds. We're very much show me this, show me that. I have to have proof. I have to see this, I have to see that. But and this shit sucks to talk about. It's social justice. I mean, it's like, it's who felt which way. How can I say you were wrong when that's how you felt? How can I say you were right when that's how you felt? I don't know how you feel. I can't tell you that you felt wrong. But fuck, man. There's some shit that's wrong. All right? Don't be an asshole to fucking anyone. Don't be an asshole to other races. Don't be an asshole to other women. Don't be an asshole to anyone. Don't be an asshole to people that are coming out with stories talking about how they felt, how they feel. Recognize that. Because it's so fucking hard to put yourself in someone else's shoes when your life is so fucking hard. Right? It sucks. I hate this social justice shit. Because it's just not what I'm used to. I'm used to science. I'm used to concrete shit. There it is. I can prove it. And it's about how people feel. And feelings are fucking hard for gamers, man. If feelings were easy for us, we would be fucking gamers. But before you go lambasting people about like how they feel and about how what happened to them, it takes a lot to look into yourself and say feelings to other people are important. And it is. They're allowed to have them. And they should be supported in having them. This game is my life. It changed my life. Before this game, before this community, before these people, I had $200 in my bank account. I thought I was worthless. I was sleeping on a friend's couch. I dreamed of being able to do something like this in my life, and I knew it would never happen. I knew I'd never leave fucking my state. I knew I would always be dreaming of being an entertainer or hanging out with people, and this game made everything for me. And to think that there's people out there that wanted the exact same thing, but just because they're women, or they're gay, or they're a different race, and then they don't get to have it, because people are fucking assholes because that's how they were brought up. It's horrible. It's horrible shit. So why am I making this? I don't know, man. I mean, I'm a fucking straight white male. I've had it real easy in my life. And it's been tough. But it's been a month of growth and reflection, I think, with these times that we're in, thinking about how other people must have it. I'm thinking that what you thought was bad was not even close to how bad it must have been. You know? And I know I'm gonna piss a lot of people off with this shit. And I hate touching social justice stuff because it's fucking radiation. If you get anywhere near it, half the people love you, half the people hate you, and there's people in between that are psychotic. But it should not be so difficult to have a message to treat people right, to not sexually harass people, to not, call people fucking bad names, because empathy is so hard, and it's so hard to put yourself in another person's shoes, but you should. And you should fight against that as much as you can. And it sucks, man. I mean, I don't know what people do in the fucking shadows. I have no idea. I don't even go to fucking after parties. Because I'm too much of an awkward loser. It's hard for me to make relationships, real relationships. So it's tough. But it's not wrong to have things come out in the light, and it's not wrong to support people that have had it bad. So, what's the point of all this? Why have I been talking for 50 minutes? I don't fucking know, man. I don't know how to do this PR shit. But I do know that it's just not hard. It's just not hard to be good to each other. So try it. Try it. Try really, really hard to put yourself in someone else's shoes. Try really, really hard to know that in games, there's always someone on the other side. And just because they're the 015 Crystal Maiden that you think is feeding, just, you have no idea who's on the other side of that fucking keyboard and what they're going through. And I've been there. I've been a toxic piece of shit as well. But god damn it, if I don't feel fucking horrible about it, and god damn it if I don't try to apologize to people for losing your temper. It's okay to lose your temper in a game that forces you to be there for 60 minutes, but it's not okay to fucking hate people because of just this bullshit that your parents or your community raised you to think about people or how to treat people. Because guess what? That's not an excuse anymore. There's a fucking internet. All right? Which you have access to, where people can teach you how to be a normal, functioning human being that doesn't hate women, who isn't racist, who isn't a fucking piece of shit. All right? Game over, man. You don't get to go by that excuse anymore. You're online with other people who are training you of how to act around other people. So take their fucking advice. I have worked with so many wonderful people in this industry. So many wonderful people. And I've worked with people that I've been questionable about and been like, something's wrong with that guy. And I've talked to them about it. And I've talked to a lot of people about it. About how to treat people and that's fucked up. And I don't like that shit. And there's other people that do too. Period Flax will like let you fucking have it if you say something bad about somebody. But I never knew it was this fucking bad, you know? I never knew any of this shit was this bad. And imagine being a woman in our space trying to make it in a place where women are already so few and then already have so many issues and then have to be like worried about people that should be their fucking allies too? That's not right, dude. That's not fucking right. It sucks. All this shit sucks. But it's for the better. Because we need to be better people, I guess. The worst part about social justice is, what's the fucking end game, right? Is the world ever going to be socially just? Will anyone ever stand on a mountaintop and said, "We did it, baby! All races and sexes are respected, yeah!" No, it's never going to happen. Because we're outweighed by the assholes by too many. But at the same time, stories like what we have been hearing, situations like what we have been hearing, these are the things that make you grow as a human being and as a person. It doesn't matter if it doesn't change anybody. It doesn't matter if it doesn't change anyone else, I mean. What matters is that it changes you. And it gives you a new perspective. And it lets you say, I'm different. And I know more. It's the times we fucking live in, man. I mean, with the Black Lives Matter stuff, I was completely like, you know, fucking everyone hates cops until you need a cop. If your house is getting broken into and you call up the fucking cops and they're there in 2 minutes, it's pretty fucking great, isn't it? It took me a really long time to say, that's my experience. I need, what's going on in their shoes? What's it like living their lives? Is it good? I mean, understanding how other people feel and how other people have challenges you can't even fathom is very hard. And we're gamers. We're not good at that shit. But it's worth trying. So, yeah. It's the same for us, you know? In our scene, with each other, just be good people. It's not hard to be a good person. It's really not. It's a lot easier, though, to be an asshole. To just blow people off, to hate people for just what sex they are, what color they are. That's fucking easy. But you know what? It's not supposed to be easy to be a good person. And that's what makes it so fucking good in the end, isn't it? Easy shit is for plebs. We're Dota players. We want the hardest shit, alright? If we wanted it easy, we'd be playing fucking Fortnite. But we're Dota. We want the hardest game in the world. We want to be part of the hardest thing in the world. And you know what's fucking hard? is putting yourself in someone else's shoes and having empathy. That's fucking hard. So why don't you be a social Dota gamer instead of a fucking dumbass League player? I try to have humor and everything, and I try to laugh at shit, but this shit is just, I don't know. It's a coping mechanism for me, if you will, putting humor into everything. But some shit ain't funny, dude. This shit ain't funny. This shit is rough. This shit is bad. So my advice is, think whatever you want to fucking think. Do whatever you want to do. But at least have empathy. And at least put yourself in someone else's shoes and think for just a moment, is it harder to be them than I thought it would? Than I thought it ever could be? Is it terrible? And can I help in any way? You don't have to do a lot. Just have to treat people like human beings. That's it. Pretty fucking easy. I mean, maybe it is hard. Maybe it's hard because you haven't been treated like a human being for your whole life. And maybe it's hard because you feel like if people treat me so badly, then why should I treat anyone else good? And why should I care about anyone else's feelings? And it's so hard for them. Well, it's fucking hard for me. Well, guess what, man? That's not how shit gets changed. Of course things have been hard for a lot of us. But you want to carry that around with you in your fucking heart? Just being angry and vengeful all the time? It ain't good. It ain't good. There's only one road for that. And that it ain't a good road. So, I don't know, man. Shit's hard. It's tough. And it's tough hearing stories like this and knowing that it's worse than you ever thought it could be. It is. Because I've always assumed that, you know, girls are going to have it super hard in esports, but I never thought it'd be this fucking hard. So, have a little empathy and better yourselves. And I know I will. I mean, are you fucking nuts if you don't think for the last 48 hours I've been thinking if there's anything that I've ever done to make anyone ever feel uncomfortable or sad or bad. And I'll always be thinking about that. And the reason is because things like this are happening. It's good shit. It's bad. It feels bad. It feels betraying. It feels ugly. But it's good. Because it's growth. Forest gotta burn before the acorns can bloom, or pine cone. I don't fucking know, man. I should have probably wrote all this down instead of saying it. But it's the fucking truth. So, there you go. Raw and unedited. I know I probably offended a lot of people writing this, and you know, you're angry at me, and I know that I probably offended both sides. That's how social justice works. Nobody's happy. Nobody wins. We did it! You know, people on one side will hate me. People on the other side will hate me. I will hate myself for many of the things that we say. But the point of the matter is that as long as there's positive growth, it's worth the pain, you know? So, treat each other right. Not just in game, in life, in jobs. If someone says that you didn't treat them right, that you made them feel a way, think about that. Don't dismiss that. Let that shit sink in. Say that I can understand how you feel. Not, well, that's how you feel. Say, I've really thought about it. And before long, maybe you change yourself. Anyway, I'm a fucking idiot. So what do I know? But it takes a lot for me to say something about this shit. But I gotta say something. Because I'm fucking having a really hard time. A really, really hard time. So, I didn't fucking do it. It's so ridiculous because I feel so bad about having a hard time with it. Because I'm not like, it's not even fucking about me, you know? It's just about my people, which is such a fucking stupid shit to say. But, I don't know. You guys are my fam. The talent, the players, the community, especially the fucking you guys. I mean, you guys are my fam, so it's fucking tough. It's fucking tough, but it's needed. So take care of yourselves. Go out there. Go out there and be good people. Let this shit. Let people change you. Get changed by this. It's good. A growth is good. It's one of the best things that a human can do. Don't be stagnant. Don't stick to your guns morally and all that shit for your whole life and hold the same viewpoints. Grow. Growth is good. That's why we level up in Dota. So that we can become more powerful, okay? Don't be a level 1 fucking piece of shit for your entire life. Don't head off into the moral jungle and sit there farming the same creeps when I'm in lanes, getting 3 times your life experience points and becoming fully farmed human beings, okay? Go out there and treat each other right. Think about how other people must feel. Think about the other struggles people must go through. And if you can't support, at least understand. And at least say, I don't agree with that, but I can at least acknowledge that that is how you feel. And you have the right and you have the honor to feel that way. But you really should probably support people too. Fuck me. All right. Well, all this aside, take your lives, get better in your lives, and when you come to Dota, I'll make you feel absolutely miserable with my techies playing. It's just because life sucks. So, fuck you, fuck me, and fuck everybody. Thanks for watching.